Welcome everybody to the Train Watch Podcast, episode 70. It's the big 70, everyone. You know what that means. Social security checks. But anyways, I am joined with my co-host Cody, and I'm leading off like it's very unusual. All right, Cody, you take it away.
I don't want to. I don't want to be here. I I really don't. I'm calling fraud. I think you used some bots to influence your win against me last week in our fantasy matchup. I think you deliberately paid CJ Stroud to play terribly and for Tank Dell to not even be able to catch herpes. And that's why I scored a career low 60 points, which you, by the way, only scored 80, so it's not like you were dominant. But I made a promise on a world famous podcast that gets millions of views every week that I would live up to my punishment. And it's fine because I will get my kit back in February when the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, and you guys have to buy me a steak. But for now,
which is not going to happen.
It's going to happen. You're going to cry so hard. Not only that, we're going to go to McGill's. That steak I was showing you, that $100 one, yeah, that's the one I want. You and Zach can split it 50-50. But yeah, I'm here to do my punishment, and you can explain to the people what my punishment is, and then you can grade my responses.
So, viewers, if you haven't listened to the last episode, his punishment is if I win, he has to say 5 nice things about Aaron freaking Rodgers.
What if I gave you $20?
No, I'd rather see you say this. This is 40. Priceless.
40.
No money in the world.
I'll go up to 100.
I'll send you PayPal.
All right, here goes. I really don't want to do this. So, 5 nice things about Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Hey, it's the FBI knocking on my door. I don't think I can do this.
You can still do it. Just take your ayahuasca.
All right, here we go. So, number 1, I admire that Aaron Rodgers speaks his mind. You know, he has a lot of not like a lot of his views are not highly accepted, like he has his own unique way of thinking, and he's gone on, Joe Rogan and Tucker Carlson and expressed those views, and he doesn't back down from what he says. And as somebody that does a podcast and has, a good platform with over 1,000 subscribers, and I think about what I say and the kickback I can get for it, even having like a public job like you and me both do, where you kind of have to have a filter. I like that he has no filter. So that's number 1.
That's a good one.
Number 2, he has dated some hot ass women. Danica Patrick, the girl from the gaming network, what's her name? Olivia Munn, I think. She's smoking hot. He's dated a few other hot girls. You can definitely tell that brunettes are his type. And meanwhile, he's never gotten any of them pregnant or had to marry them, so he hasn't had to pay any money. So that tells me that Rodgers, other than being a football player, he is a true player in the real game that matters. So yeah, I think that's so that's 2. And I'm looking at his current girlfriend. She's really hot too. Number 3.
Oh, you talking about Devontae Adams?
Yeah. I wonder who's the top and bottom in that relationship.
Oh, Adams is definitely bottom.
Number 3, he looks good in green. He's played for 2 teams where he's had to wear green, and he looks good in it. Even though I think the Packers uniforms are ugly, Rodgers did look good in the Packers uniform, and I think he looks better in the Jets uniform. The gray in his beard because he's old as fuck. Looks good with the white that's on the Jets jersey. So yeah, he looks good in green.
Ooh. That's good. That's good. Keep going.
4, I like that he was able to come back from a foot injury. As someone who has had their own foot issues before, I know how hard it can be. I mean, I was on the shelf for 5 months, and I still deal with issues with it getting swollen and it being sore every freaking day, no matter what insoles and stuff I put in my shoes. It still gets swollen, and I don't play professional football, so I imagine it's even harder, especially being 90 like he is. So I imagine he's probably experienced a lot of discomfort, unless whatever experimental things he did. If he used some llama sperm and injected it in his Achilles to make it stronger, who knows? I mean, but that being said, him coming back from a bad injury like that is very commendable.
Yeah. That's a good one.
All right. 5. 5. Number 5. I'm not going to compliment his football ability. Mm-hmm. God, I have to. Can we just make it 4?
No, it's got to be 5.
I hate you. You cheater.
That was the deal.
I like that he's beaten the Vikings so many times that's drove our buddy Trevor insane. There's 5.
You know what? I'll take it.
Okay. All right. Oh, thank God. Now the real show can start. Welcome, everybody. Trainwreck Podcast, episode 70. Drew, thank you for doing the intro. We are here today not to talk about the Dallas Cowboys because I don't want to. Drew, do you want to talk about that ass whooping y'all experienced?
Look, to be fair, I'm just glad we scored 20 points.
Yeah.
Against a Chiefs defense.
And one more thing. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. I hate his fucking guts. Can't wait till he retires and fades into obscurity. He is an overrated system bitch that's gotten bailed out by the referees, gotten bailed out by bullshit calls. The dude sucks. One Super Bowl. It should have like 4 or 5 with the Hall of Famers he's been surrounded with and the help he's had by the referees because they wanted a small market franchise like the Green Bay Packers to be a big market franchise, so they tried to give him every break. But Aaron Rodgers is a choke artist. He fucking sucks, and you're seeing it right now with the Jets because even the league can't fix the Jets when they suck so fucking bad.
I was waiting for it.
Okay. Oh, I feel better. I was about to have an aneurysm.
Man, it's like that shit needs to come out, but it won't come out.
No, I just
you have to take the socks and everything off.
Dude, I haven't had one of those shits in a while, and the last time I did, I was so fucking drunk that I didn't even think I was sitting on the toilet. Like, you ever been so drunk that your body just goes numb? Like, which usually, like, when I drink, I, like, have, like, really bad diarrhea, depending, Like, when we were out the other night, I had to take a shit so bad. And it wasn't one of those ones where I had to take my socks off, but I had to take the wrestling belt I was wearing off. And it helped give me that extra push to get that shit out. I was definitely giving birth.
Give birth!
Dude, like, it was so big that I thought, like, man, this is my meal ticket. This thing's going to play in the NFL one day.
Yeah, I was on the dancing floor and Christian found me. He was like, yo, did you see Cody's message? He's giving birth right now. I was like, you fucking drunk ass.
I think I texted you the same thing, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I didn't. You saw it before I did. I was just getting my white boy moves going.
Dude, like, and then I got back and I couldn't find y'all, and I was like, has anyone seen a 6'5" pimp?
Has anybody seen my pimp?
Yeah. For people wondering, actually, I guess it would help if I open the application first. Well, shit, let me zoom this in, just in case someone doesn't want to be shown, even though I doubt she cares. She loves the camera. You saw it the other night when we were at the casino.
Oh, yeah.
This was me and Drew's costumes. So here's Drew's pimp outfit. And then me, I was da 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 da. Damn, look at my
Oh
wiener
yeah.
ball.
Oh yeah. Zooming right. Oh yeah. Hold on, let me get the
It,
lotion ready.
it looks like I have a boner.
Not.
I think that's just more. Dude, that was the one thing. It was hard for me to freaking dance and stuff because I was wearing that wrestling belt, and then I was wearing an actual belt underneath that, and I had like no mobility in my hips.
I kind of feel that. I was wearing some khaki shorts under it to keep my fucking pimp pants on.
Yeah, like that girl was asking, like, "Do you need to teach me?" What she was hitting on me. She was like, "You want me to teach you how to wobble?" I'm like, "I know how to fucking wobble. I just can't move my hips right now." It was a good outfit though.
So when me and our mutual friend were doing a contest, we're in line. I found another pimp wearing the same outfit. It was a black
Oh,
chick.
I saw that, dude. Like,
And we were fucking hype each other up.
when
Like, what's
you
up,
and
playa?
when you and Christian were on the dance floor and me and Ashton were grabbing drinks, like we came back and I was sitting right next to him. I was like, "Hey, I found Drew," and Ashlyn like looked and went, "What? That's not Drew." I'm like, "Oh, I was looking at the costume, dude." And then
But shout out to that girl. She's fucking cool.
who, Ashlyn?
Yeah, she's all right.
You're talking about the pimp.
Yeah.
Dude, like I saw like I told Ashlyn, like, if I see another wrestler, I'm gonna have to defend my belt against them. Like that's just the rules. And like,
Guess what? There was.
well, that's the thing. We didn't see any at first, and it wasn't until I went pee, and then Macho Man started standing next to me at the urinal, and I'm like, "Fuck! If we were on the dance floor right now, I'd challenge him to a match, but not while both our dicks are out."
Yeah, just have his dick out like, oh yeah, the Macho Man.
Cup of coffee in the morning.
Cup of coffee in the morning.
But yeah, dude.
You want a fucking Slim Jim?
But I was talking to him, and I guess his wife was dressed as Hulk Hogan, which I didn't see her. And then I saw another wrestler. I can't remember who. Oh, Stone Cold. But the dude had hair. His costume sucked. You can only be Stone Cold if you're bald.
What?
Those are the rules. What?
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 Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah!
Dude, that's what I should be next year.
Yeah, that's a great
Just
idea.
obese fucking the Stone Cold.
Dude, we should all be wrestlers. Like you, me, the girls. If you know what, what other friends we have that go. Like if Christian goes, if Trevor and Bailey go, then yeah, we can all be wrestlers. Like that'd be fun. If we do, I call this guy.
I got glasses that match his. The fucking pink glasses I was wearing.
I wonder if he'll still be as over as he is right now next Halloween.
So I got a few good options I could pick.
Yeah.
I can just well, there's the Big Show.
Yeah, Big Show would be a good one for you. I feel like I have to be Cody Rhodes at one point.
Whoa, it's
adrenaline in my soul, something, Cody Rhodes. Whoa!
In my ass.
Yeah, that's what we should do. We should all be wrestlers and try to think of like the wrestlers that are going to be super over, a year from now.
Oh, I could just be a white Dwayne Johnson.
Get somebody with a marker to draw that
anything Big Show. I could pull off a perfect Big Show because of my beard.
Yeah. I said Cody Rhodes, I'd just go for it. That way when people go, "Hey Cody," it's like, oh, that's easy, I tell you what, if I was like a foot taller and Austrian, I could be Gunther. I would love to be Gunther. I love that dude so much. He is by far my favorite wrestler right now. Who else could I
Foot
be?
taller Austrian with a funny mustache. And I won't go any further after this.
Okay. We're talking about wrestlers, fuckface.
I know. I couldn't help myself.
God, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, I am. I accepted that a long time ago.
But dude, it was a good time. I can definitely tell I'm getting old because I didn't even really drink that much, and I was hungover the next day. Not like bad, but it was like a slight hangover.
I wasn't really that hungover.
That's because you kept going.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you went to bed probably at like what 5,
4.
4. Yeah, and I went to bed at like 2. So yeah, you had a while for your body to sober up, and then the other thing is too, you barely slept because you were up
Yeah,
at like 8:30 when I was going to work.
that's like my natural body alarm clock going off.
Yeah, I know mine's starting to get that way too. Like today, I was off, and I think I still woke up at like 9, and I was like, "Fuck, I want to sleep in," because every night this week, like the last couple of nights, I've stayed up late. One night because we did the podcast and I was up editing. Next night, Call of Duty came out, which I want to talk about that. Um, Friday, I was up because of Call of Duty, and then we went out Saturday, and then I was up late Sunday for the Cowboys game, and then yeah, like last night into today, which we're recording this on Tuesday the 29th, that was my day to sleep in, and I went to bed at like 11, and I woke up at like 9, which still 10 hours of sleep, but I was hoping not to wake up till like 11 the next day.
Yeah.
Especially like today, I didn't have shit to do. Like, I just went and got my hair cut. That was about it. Yeah. So before we talk about the NFL, I do want to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Have you played it yet?
No, I'm not planning on playing it.
You have Game Pass, don't you?
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought you did. I thought you had it on your PC. That's the
Oh,
only
I might
reason
have
I'm
now I think
playing.
about it. Because I play Minecraft through my Xbox account.
Hmm. Well, Minecraft's free to play though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I do have an Xbox account though.
Hmm. So that's the only reason I've been playing Call of Duty is because it was free on Game Pass. So it's like it's free. I will give it a shot. I'm not spending $70 on it just because I know the history with Call of Duty. So I said I was going to give this one a shot, and dude, I fucking love this game. Like the maps suck. I will say that the maps are way too damn big, way too many high surfaces for people to camp and be fucking assholes on. But the guns are really good. Hit detection's really good. Um,
Did you see that somebody already got all the guns gold on day one?
Dude, damn. Like, it's funny. I was playing with Tay, former guest on the podcast last night, and yeah, we were comparing levels, and he was like level 20, and I was like level 25, and I was like, damn, I've been playing this game too much. And then I looked, and another friend of one of ours, I don't know if you know him, he's like level 56. And I was like, yeah, damn, dude, how the hell do you have time? You have a child, and you were level 56 on Black Ops? Yeah, he's like level 56. I was like, you're either really fucking good or you are spending way too much time on this game. It's like, I'm good, and I'm level right now I'm like level 30 something because I was playing it earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, to be that high, you have to be on it so fucking much. But I've been following Nade Shot, and he's been streaming it for like hours every day. Optic Nade Shot. Like,
Yeah.
he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 11-hour streams since the game came out last week.
God damn.
Yeah. But
I mean, you gotta respect the grind, but Jesus.
But the thing is, this dude's already retardedly rich. Like, he has 3 million subscribers. You know, he won a shitload of money because, you know, he was an old.
Dude, you can always like change like the faces.
I
God,
mean,
that's some lazy ass editing.
not really. I mean, if you have a thumbnail that works, keep using it. That's my philosophy.
Yeah, I guess.
Dude, making thumbnails is hard, so I don't blame him. Well, especially if all he's doing is playing the multiplayer, why change the thumbnail? You know, it's not like he's playing the story, you know, or something like that, where he's got to make like the
I
thumbnail
don't know.
relative to that.
Like he could put like a different facial expression. I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
Like
Making
him just
thumbnails,
like going down on some cock.
dude, making thumbnails is fucking hard. So I don't fault anyone because like, and the thing is, I hate those styles of thumbnail, but it's basically what you got to do on YouTube. Like that's what people click on. The one who started that fucking trend was Mr. Beast, and now everyone tries
Mr.
to
Beast.
now everyone copies Mr. Beast's thumbnails.
Speaking of Mr. Beast, have you seen his new Lunchable thing?
No, the only thing I've seen from Mr. Beast, yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here. Like this is how he does his thumbnails. Is at Zaxby's they have the Mr. Beast box, which I've tried. It's actually pretty good. I've never even watched a Mr. Beast video.
I used to when I was very young, before he became like famous.
Yeah, like I've listened to podcasts with him, like he was on Joe Rogan, and I like him. I think he's cool. But yeah, I've never been like a fan of his videos. But I mean, I'm just not his demographic, you know. Like I mainly go on YouTube to watch funny stuff and like sports stuff. That's about it, and stuff about video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm just not his demographic. I don't think.
To be fair, his target audience is younger kids. Thank God he's
Yeah.
not a Minecraft YouTuber.
Oh God. Dude, I remember when I was a teenager, like all that shit was going down with the Minecraft YouTubers. Like, you remember Basher? Do you know that dude's dead now? Basher?
Is he?
Yeah, he died from COVID,
Oh shit.
which is insane because he was like, you know, in his 30s. But I remember when that,
Freaking nuts, man.
yeah, he was 36, which I remember like, because, you know, I used to keep up with all that YouTube drama when I was younger. A lot of it was stupid, like looking back on it, but, you know, I was in fucking high school, so it was basically high school drama, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to like follow Keemstar's tweets just to look at it, you know.
Let's get right into the news.
Dude, that dude's a fucking asshole, but he's entertaining as fuck. Like, I don't know if you ever listened to the podcast he used to do with Only Use Me Blade.
I think I only listened to one episode.
I remember one summer I listened to every single episode, and their podcast was really fucking good. Kind of sad to see what's happened to Only Use Me Blade. He's a fucking loser. That's basically the way to describe him now.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, Keemstar's fucking rich as fuck, you know. They definitely went in two different career paths. I've been listening to like Dude Comedy, which is what I want this podcast to basically be. They're a podcast I used to listen to a lot when I was younger in high school, and like, you know, I was listening to episodes from them the other day from like 2016, and they were talking about like what was going on YouTube then, and I was like, God, that feels like a lifetime ago, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's a completely different landscape now, especially with shorts being involved.
Yeah, YouTube's a very different landscape now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially they have
you know what? You know what? Thank God for YouTube TV. I can watch football again.
Oh shit! That reminds me. I need to tell my mom that I'm about to cancel Sling and go to YouTube. All right. But is there anything else we need? We kind of blew. This podcast is flowing really good. We bullshit for 30 minutes. I guess we need to talk about football eventually. We'll get right into predictions and we'll talk about each team as we get to predictions. Does that sound
Yeah.
good? That way we're not dragging shit on. And there's
Come on,
also
that's
some.
our expertise.
Dude, this podcast is already going to be late. It's not coming out till Thursday, so I don't want to make the editing process any longer. Especially
Yeah.
all the dead air from me trying to think of a fifth nice thing to say about Aaron Rodgers. Only 2 teams are on a bye this week, Pittsburgh and San Francisco. So we'll talk about them real quick. Pittsburgh Steelers just defeated the New York Giants on Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson is still undefeated as a Steelers starter. The Russell Wilson revenge tour is in full effect, dude. But it was really more the Giants sucking than the
So I
Steelers being
was
really
watching highlights of that game, and to be honest, I don't know why I did. So it looked like just the defense and the special teams of the Steelers really kind of carried the Steelers' offense.
I mean,
Yeah, they had a few good plays, and they kept getting freaking touchdowns taken back.
mm-hmm.
But overall, it was mainly the defense and special teams.
Russell Wilson had a good game, 20 of 28, 278 yards, and a touchdown. Then Najee Harris, 19 carries, 114 yards. So, they had almost 400 yards of offense.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of the Broncos last year. It looks like statistically, Russell Wilson looks good, but he did have that kind of costly fumble, and Giants doing the Giants and not doing jack shit with it.
Yeah. Well, the thing last year, Denver's defense fucking sucked.
Yeah.
They got fucking 70 points hung up on them.
Say we're in the Russ zone right now.
Shut the fuck up. And then the San Francisco 49ers put an expected beatdown on the Dallas Cowboys, and they need this bye week so bad. They are so injured, dude. This is like right place, right time for them right now.
Because it's Jordan literally like 2 cripples fighting.
Yeah, because the Cowboys have a lot of defense or a lot of injuries too. On the defensive side, Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence are still out.
Jimmy and Timmy kind of fight.
No, that's for bad teams.
I know, but still, I just want to say my shit.
Eat a dick. But yeah, like I said, this is right place, right time for San Francisco. They need to get healthy, and then they come back and they face Tampa Bay. So, not an easy opponent.
I've been seeing a lot of reports that CMC might come back week 10.
We'll see.
And to be honest, I think they shouldn't bring him back week 10. I think they just let him heal.
They got to make a push. He's going to retire in like the next 2 or 3 years anyway. Yeah. He's almost 30. And he's a running back, so
there's not necessarily a rush. Like the run game is still pretty good without him.
Yeah, but I think
really that just says more about the San Francisco O line more than anything.
Yeah, definitely McCaffrey's a system running back. But yeah, he'll be 29 in June, so they got to make a push to the playoffs, and. They're going to want to get him some carries before the playoffs, just to get his body ready for football,
Yeah.
Like, maybe they don't bring him back week 10, but if they bring him back, like, first week of December, like week 13.
Yeah, but if they really want to make this push to CMC return, they got to start winning games.
Yeah.
And Brock Purdy needs to stop shitting the bed.
Which I feel bad for Tampa because they're in the middle of a tough schedule right now.
Speaking of Tampa, you see the Baker Mayfield performance without his top 2 receivers. I mean, yes, he threw two interceptions, but still.
But they still lost. That's the thing.
I mean, yeah, but Baker is him.
Thing is, he's got to play the Chiefs this week. They're going to lose that game, and then they're going to lose next week to San Francisco. So I feel like they're going to be in a very tough spot with Atlanta now having the tiebreaker over them because Atlanta's now swept them.
Yeah, the biggest problem with the Bucs right now is the coaching.
Yeah, Todd Bowles sucks and injuries.
Yeah, injuries too. But the biggest glaring one is definitely the coaching.
And their defense sucks.
Yeah, that ties back to Todd Bowles.
Yeah. All right, let's get into these predictions. Oh, God. I can't escape him. Dude, I don't know if we're going to the casino on Thursday, but if we do, you know who I'm rooting for.
The Houston Mixons.
Which, by the way, why the fuck are the Jets favored by 2?
Is it their home game?
Yeah, but still, I don't give a fuck that Stephon Diggs tore his ACL. If anything, that makes the Texans better.
So they still have Tank Dell if he wants to play.
Tank Dell.
Joe Mixon, and he's been popping off this year.
Mm-hmm.
Dalton Schultz is still a decent tight end.
I'm debating starting him this week. Thank you, by the way.
I probably wouldn't because CJ Mosley has kind of been okay this year.
Yeah, but what has fucking Sam Laporta Potty done for me?
Didn't he score you a touchdown last week?
Yeah, but he only had like 2 catches. He never has like more than 3 catches. And
I think it's one of those situations for you that Detroit has way too much weapons to worry about.
Yeah, one of their weapons is sitting on my bench right now because he's a fucking moron and got suspended.
What did he get suspended for? I didn't. PEDs?
I don't know. Let me look it up. I think PEDs is a 4-game suspension. He got suspended for 2. Oh, yeah, it was PEDs. That's weird. I thought it was a 4-game suspension for PEDs.
It might be depending on the drug.
Yeah, like maybe he was just taking some high-strength Viagra or something. And they were like, bro, we got to suspend you just because can't have you running around on the field with a boner, you know?
Can't run around with a stiffy, man.
Yeah. No one's going to want to tackle the guy with the...
Or Dan Campbell will say, wear a diaper.
No one wants to tackle the guy with the boner. It's an unfair advantage, which is true. Would you want to tackle a guy with a boner?
No.
My point exactly. All right, Houston, New York. Give me Houston by 1 million.
Give me the Houston Mixons.
We're barely going to talk about this next game. Dallas at Atlanta. Kirk Cousins. I know he doesn't have a historically good record against the Cowboys, but the Cowboys fucking suck. Our defense sucks. Our offense sucks. Our coach sucks. Our general manager sucks. The team sucks. Rowdy sucks.
That's when Dallas always had like a good or decent defense. This is like a historical low for Dallas's defense.
We got absolutely no running game. Brock motherfucking Purdy by himself had as many yards as the Dallas Cowboys had as a team.
Did y'all use Dalvin Cook?
Yep. He had a good amount of carries. He had 6 carries for 12 yards.
Was that kind of like comeback or like beginning of game? I didn't watch the game.
It was mixed in.
Okay.
It was like him and Zeke splitting carries, basically.
They need to stop giving Zeke the ball.
I want him cut. I don't want him on the team. I fucking hate this team so fucking much, dude. This team sucks
you guys
so
having
fucking
Zeke
bad.
Hurts you more than anything.
It does. It does. This team fucking sucks, dude. They're unfucking watchable.
That's how I feel about the Raiders.
Yeah, you guys suck worse.
But here's the thing: mine's more expected than yours.
Yeah, that's why for the rest of the season, I will root for the Buffalo Bills to make the playoffs, and I will root for Kansas City to win the Super Bowl.
I'll root
That's
for
it.
the Lions and Tampa Bay. That's it, pretty much it.
I'll root for Tampa too, even though I think they're about to be so fucked with
I
their
will stay on
schedule.
my bet. If Baker makes it to the playoffs, I will buy his jersey.
You should just buy his jersey now.
You're right. I was looking at the prices, by the way. It's $122.
I know they're fucking. Well, Black Friday's coming up. You might be able to get one for cheap.
Shit, you're fucking right.
I think they're usually like 20% off, so you could probably get it for like $89. I bet.
Shit, that's actually not half bad idea.
And then I'll root for Detroit because I like Dan Campbell.
Weird driver.
I like Green Bay actually. I really like Jordan Love. I'll root for them. There's teams I won't root for, like the Browns aren't going to make the playoffs, but there's plenty of teams I hate. The Eagles, obviously. The Commanders, I actually am kind of rooting for them. I don't want them to win the Super Bowl, but they made the playoffs and then got the shit kicked out of them. I'd be happy with that. All this just to say, the Dallas Cowboys fucking suck. The over-under is set at 51.5, and those are all expected to be Atlanta points. Yeah, Falcons are going to win. Drew, what's your prediction?
It's probably going to be a Kirk Cousins 4-touchdown game.
Yep. And then we'll start hearing MVP talk about Kirk Cousins.
Big Kirko. Yeah, give me Kirkos.
My advice, if you have Bijan Robinson in your fantasy lineup, start him.
Shit, he was high when I was here.
Yeah. Hell, if you can put Kirk Cousins in at running back, I bet you he'll get some yards too.
Fuck it. Throw the lineman in there as well.
Yep. All right. Miami and Buffalo all the way. Miami got Tua back and they still lost to Arizona.
I mean, to be fair, the offense was clicking more when Tua's back.
Hey, Tua, by the way, stay away from DeMar Hamlin.
Oh, God. I forgot.
Yeah.
Or running at part 2.
Yeah. Are they sure they want to start Tua in this game?
Oh, Darnhill is about to have a career day. You think this would be Amari Cooper's big game? I know he's been trying to learn the offense the past couple of games.
No, I think that'll come later in the season.
Yeah.
Probably, if I had to predict him to have a big game, it'll probably be in a couple of weeks when they play the Chiefs.
Yeah, I can see that because the Chiefs' defensive backs are kind of horrible right now.
Not really. Their defense is what's keeping them in games right now.
Yeah.
Their offense sucks.
I'm just shit talking. Give me Buffalo. I feel like this would be another Keon Coleman kind of big game.
Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are favored by 7.5, which I will say that is unfair to you guys. I feel like the line should be like 3. Just because the Bengals aren't that good either. But Gardner Minshew, yeah, it's Gardner Minshew, basically, you know.
See, he didn't play that bad till the second half, and then he just shit the bed.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, you look at the score, and they're like, oh, the Raiders only lost by 7, but you guys were down by 14 till, 2 minutes left?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm just happy we scored 20 points.
You know how Cincinnati does it, dude. They start, very bad at the beginning of the season, and then they kick it back, kick it back into gear going into November, So I think Cincinnati's going to win this.
Yeah, it's Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, and that's all I need to say. It's Cincinnati all the way.
Let's talk about the L.A. Chargers.
Yeah.
Taking on the Cleveland Winstons. The Chargers defense is so fucking good, dude. And Jameis Winston, is prone to turnovers. I mean, that's the thing. They did just beat Baltimore, but Baltimore's defense fucking sucks, which is why they're not going to make it to the Super Bowl. Lamar is going to choke, and their defense is going to poop their pants against.
Which is weird because the Ravens are known always have good defenses.
Yeah. But yeah, their pass defense fucking sucks. So I'm more putting that up to their defense sucking, and that's why Jameis Winston had a good game. Plus, it was kind of like just the surprise factor, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like Nick Chubb's going to struggle. Jameis Winston will probably be Jameis Winston, and the Chargers should win. And Chargers, man, they're in a good spot. They could make a wild card spot.
Yeah, and I don't know. Justin Herbert hasn't been himself this season.
Yeah,
He's
but I
been
mean that's kind of
efficient,
what.
but it's not like the Herbert we know.
Yeah, but that's kind of just what Jim Harbaugh wants.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was his philosophy. He always had to run first offense, which is
Hmm.
working. And some weeks it wasn't really working.
What's your prediction?
Give me the L.A. Chargers.
Yeah. Now this is the real Jimmy versus Tennessee matchup. The New England Patriots taking on the Tennessee Tits. Who the fuck is going to watch this game? Even the fans of this team aren't going to watch this game. This game's
When
going to
the
be
fuck did
horrible.
Calvin Ridley get 142 yards?
When he didn't he just get traded?
No, that was DeAndre
Oh,
Hopkins.
Hopkins. Yeah, maybe Hopkins was holding him back. I don't know. Calvin Ridley sucks. But
I know. I was
probably
looking at the stats of the game, like, the fuck?
he does do better with Mason Rudolph in there compared to Will Levis. But
That fucking
I mean
Taylor
Tennessee.
Boyer.
But Tennessee just got 52 hung up on him by Detroit, which Detroit's one of the best teams in the league and a Super Bowl favorite. But still, they gave up 52 points. The Patriots just came off beating the Jets, which is like beating the one-legged guy in a race.
Yeah.
But I look at, I mean, both of these teams suck. I think the Patriots suck a little less. Who knows if Drake May will play this game? I know he got hurt. I haven't heard an update on him, but
Yeah, he got concussion, and I don't know. He will play this game.
I think he will. If it's just a concussion, he'll be fine. A little CTE never hurt anybody.
Yeah, just ask Antonio Brown.
Yeah, just ask Chris Benoit. So yeah, I think the Patriots win.
Man, this game's hard to predict.
I know.
I feel like this will be a Tennessee backup game. Give me Tennessee.
Okay.
Because I feel like Drake may come into this game because of that concussion.
Yeah, if Jacoby Brissett starts, I definitely feel less confident. It's because Brissett fucking sucks.
But you can't really go wrong either or because they both fucking suck.
Yeah.
I'm a Raiders fan, but at least I'm not a Tennessee fan.
Yeah. They spent all that money in the offseason, and they had DeAndre and they have Tyler Boyd, they have Calvin Ridley, they got Pollard, they got Tajay Spears, and it's gotten them.
Did they already get rid of half of their offseason moves?
Yeah, they got rid of Jamal Adams. They got rid of DeAndre Hopkins.
And they traded that linebacker to the Seahawks.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. But yeah, they have one win. They suck. And Brian Callahan is not a good coach.
They should keep Mike Vrabel.
Yep. This next game, we're not going to talk about this. We will talk about what happened with Washington last week. Did you see that Bears player taunting the fucking fans and then giving up the Hail Mary?
Oh, yeah. When I saw it, I was like, oh, God. Daniels is about to make something.
Well, you didn't see it on the screen, though. You didn't see it till it was fan cam footage.
Yeah, because when I was watching the highlights, because I didn't watch the game, and I saw that tweet, I was like, oh, God.
So this is it right here for the people that haven't seen it. And the best part is he's the one who tips it. Number 29 right there.
That's just fucking karma.
And then even better, it was caught by former Dallas Cowboy Noah Brown.
Is he a tight end?
No, he's a wide receiver.
Oh, there's too many Browns as a tight end.
Yeah, Noah Brown, congrats to you. I don't want to talk about the Giants. They fucking suck. I forgot I wasn't sharing the screen. Washington's gonna beat the shit out of them. I think they've played already. I think they played already this year, and Washington kicked the shit out of them. Already, I could be. Yeah, they beat. I didn't kick the shit out of them. They beat them by 3. Oh, that was the game where they kicked nothing but field goals. Or the Giants kicked nothing but field goals. Yeah, and then Washington pulled it out.
Hey, could Dan not Dan Campbell, Dan Quinn kind of hold down the Bears offense.
Yeah.
Because that defense
I
usually
mean,
sucks, but they kind of showed up that game.
I don't know how much credit you can give to them, though, when they barely win. I mean, they got fucking lucky. That's it, you know?
Yeah. And it only took like DeAndre Swift like third or fourth quarter probably break and get a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Washington's going to kick the shit out of the Giants.
Yeah, give me Washington. What do you talk about that anymore?
I don't want to talk about this next game either. New Orleans versus Carolina.
Timmy!
It's going to be, I mean, it's going to be good for New Orleans, I guess, because you saw what happened week 1.
Is Derek Carr back this game?
Even if he doesn't, I still think they kick the shit at Carolina because, I mean, New Orleans is struggling, but Carolina just flat out sucks. The only like silver lining is that Andy Dalton.
Speaking of Carolina, they're going to suck even more without Deontay Johnson.
I mean, they sucked with him, so I don't really think it's going to affect them, really.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm really surprised.
It's pretty much going to be Adam Thielen a bag of chips.
I thought they would have traded Thielen instead of Johnson just because I feel like Thielen is more valuable to somebody, you know?
Yeah, the only people can really like trade for Thielen's like people like any teams that are ready to go to Super Bowl.
The thing is, they just traded for Johnson in the offseason, too. They got him from the Steelers.
That's
and they
right.
Gave up, yeah.
And they trade him away. I think it was like for a 6th rounder. No, a 5th.
Who'd they trade him
for
to?
a 5th rounder, and Ravens got him in a 6th rounder.
Mm-hmm.
So anything, the Ravens won the game. I mean, that trade by default.
Yeah. But yeah, I think New Orleans is going to win this by a lot. These games are easy to predict this week.
I don't think it's going to be a lot. It's going to be just a field goal game.
I think it'll be closer than last time just because Andy Dalton should be playing, if he's healed up from his car wreck, which, by the way, God, that did not, go badly because Andy Dalton's a good dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, he should be playing. But no matter what, I think New Orleans wins.
Saints and Kamara should have a decent game.
Yeah. Definitely bet the over on touchdowns for him. Denver taking on the Ravens. This, I think, is bullshit. The Broncos are not getting enough respect. They're a 9.5-point underdog. I mean, I know Denver's like not the best and Bo Nix sucks. But their defense, like I said, we talked about earlier, it's way better than it was last year. And especially the Ravens coming off a loss to the Browns, which I think Lamar has only lost back-to-back games once in his career. So, I mean, I definitely think they'll beat the Broncos, but I definitely think it's not going to be as big of a blowout as the spread is saying,
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the Ravens kind of learned their lesson with their offense. I feel like they'll probably lean on the running game more than the passing game.
Yeah, that's what beat it. That's what got them beat by Cleveland. Their play calling was horrible.
Yeah, for some reason, they would keep passing the damn balls. Like, your strength's the running game. Like, why not play in your strength?
Yeah, your quarterback is not as good as you guys think he is.
He's all right. I will give him that. He's been having a good game, this good year. And Derrick Henry, is Derrick Henry, and their backup running back Justice Hill. It's actually not bad.
Yeah, he's good.
Flowers should be fully healthy this game too, and Bateman's been all right. Now they got Johnson. I don't think they'll play him this game. They'll probably send him out, let him learn offense, and play him next game after this. Give me the Baltimore Ravens. As sneaking opportunistic as the Denver defenses is, the fact that Baltimore has Derrick Henry, that's all it's convinced me.
As much as I hate to say, this next game's easy to predict, and you said in the group chat that Doug Peterson was done coaching the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think after this game, he's going to be done coaching the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's going to be poetic that it's going to come against his former team.
Can you imagine if they lose this game and he gets fired by the Eagles again?
I mean, it's basically going to be the battle of two shitty head coaches that should be fired. The Eagles are going to kick the shit out of them. Jacksonville sucks. Trevor Lawrence sucks. Doug Peterson sucks. Tony Khan sucks. Shad Khan sucks. Eagles by a lot.
I feel like Trevor Lawrence needs a very, a better offensive coach. Guys, I feel like there's still potential in there. And by the way, if you have Evan Ingram in your fantasy leagues, you should start him this week because he's probably going to be the primary target since Thomas is going to be out this game.
I'll tell you what, if Trevor Lawrence would cut his fucking hair and his hair wasn't in his eyes, he would maybe stop throwing it to the other team.
If he was so goddamn feminine, I would get a boner each time I look at him and think he's a goddamn girl. I'm making my penis question itself.
My penis already questions itself. It just looks up at me and goes, "Really, bruh? You're about to go into this?" And it's like, hey, man.
Shut up and do your job.
Yeah. Just don't fail me and go like 30 seconds like last time.
I'm not confident in the Eagles, though.
I am, just because...
they have Barkley.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Philadelphia, because the fact that Barkley. Matter of fact, I might place a bet on him.
This next one, Chicago versus Arizona. I mean, after losing like that, it's so demoralizing. The Chicago Bears had that game won basically until the last play, and then the Arizona Cardinals, they just barely beat Miami. I think Chicago...
Ted Williams kept making shitty throws.
I guess.
And just couldn't get the run game going to like the second half of the game.
But they were going against a really good defense, so that's the thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It really just depends on the coaching, like how they respond, like how Eberflus challenges them after something like that. So
if they want to get right game, this will be the get right game because Arizona defense fucking sucks.
And Call of Duty's been out.
Yeah.
So I think the Bears are going to win.
Yeah, I feel like the Bears going to win too, and it might be a good DeAndre Swift game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Because their run game is horrible. I think it's borderline worse than both of ours.
Nothing's worse than the Cowboys. They're dead last in rushing.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
Ooh.
Well, hell, we've only had like one game where we ran over 100 yards. That was against the Steelers.
No, run defense.
Run defense, sorry. The Cowboys are like 30th, I think, in run defense. Now, this game, for some reason, is not in the primetime slot. And it's going to be a really fucking great game. Detroit and the Green Bay Packers. Basically, I mean, this is hard as fuck to predict. I feel like I got to go with the home team, and I'm going to go with the Packers. I feel like Detroit, they've been so freaking hot, which is actually kind of scaring me that they've been so hot lately, because it makes me think about like what happens at the end of the season, because you got to run out of gas eventually. And the Packers defense is
true, but Love is so questionable right now with this strained groin.
Yeah, just hired Deshaun Watson's massage therapist. I hear they give really good groin massages.
By the way, very respectable quarterbacks of the Cleveland Browns.
Yep, yep. You know what? It's as part of Deshaun Watson's like court agreements with these lawsuits, he's not allowed to hire like masseuses or anything. So like with this injury and stuff, like he can't get it like massaged or something. Which I wonder.
Even
Well, I
like
wonder if
the Browns masseuses.
yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Does that count as well?
I wonder if it's just female masseuses.
Oh, true.
I don't know. Like, I just remember reading that like one of the things was he couldn't hire any masseuses. So like that's gotta suck. Like having an injury. Like when I had my stuff with my ankle, like I didn't see a masseuse, but like at my physical therapy place, they would massage my ankle and stuff. Like they would put this like
Yeah, you're just extending. Yeah, baby, nice and slow.
well, my physical therapist was a dude, both of them. But
Hey,
they would put
yo,
this
even
like
better.
they would put like this jelly and stuff on it to kind of loosen it up before like we did the exercises for
Oh
my ankle,
yeah,
you know. Yeah. Um so yeah,
it's
I
kind of like that
imagine
icy hot jelly shit.
yeah.
It kind of loosens up your muscles.
Mm. Whatever it was, it worked. I need to get some actually. But back to this game, I think the Packers win. I think Josh Jacobs will have a good game. I think Jordan Love. I mean, the thing is, Jordan Love definitely has to work on the turnovers, but I just feel like the Lions, their hot streak needs to end eventually, and if there's a team that can do it, it should be the Packers.
I can see it, but the fact is, Jordan Love's is so questionable about his groin injury. But I'm pretty sure he will come in this game. But I feel like it will still kind of affect him of his gameplay.
I mean,
But
the thing
Detroit's
is,
too
too,
hot for me not to pick him.
the Packers were really good with Malik Willis too when Jordan Love was
Yeah.
out.
But I feel like Detroit's that kind of team you really, really need your starting quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I think I don't know. I just got a feeling. I think it's home field advantage. And then the L.A. Rams
Yeah.
taking on the Seattle Seahawks, who just got the living shit kicked out of them by the Buffalo Bills. Seahawks they're falling apart like the Saints. I mean, the Seahawks started 3-0, and I don't think they've won a game since. And the Rams, they got Cooper Kupp back, they got Nakua back, Kyron Williams.
Yeah, they got Double D Cups and Pookie back.
They've had a week and a half off since they last played, since they played on Thursday. They just came off a game where they beat, one of the better teams in the league in the Vikings. I don't see how you cannot pick the LA Rams to win this.
Yeah, they have a good shot of pushback going to the playoffs now with their pretty much have fully healthy offense.
Because they're 3-4 right now, but I mean, if anything, that puts them in the race for the division. Because I mean, San Francisco's 4-4. The Cardinals aren't that good. They're whatever the fuck they are right now, 4-4.
And then, they're technically first in the NFC West, but that's going to change very quick.
Yeah. Who's the Rams. And the Rams, they are. Oh yeah, they're 3-4. Who the fuck was I looking at? Oh, we've looked at all the teams. Sorry, my autism speaking. Timmy!
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 All right, we're about to get canceled.
Hey, I have a cousin named Timmy. It's all right. Dude, like, he's older than me, like he's in his 40s, but whenever we would go visit him, because he's lived down in Houston, I'd see him, and I was like 9, and I would go, Timmy! And he would go, blah! Like Timmy, his mom, my aunt, she hates those adult cartoons like South Park and Family Guy, so she did not like that I was 9 years old going, Timmy!
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the L.A. Rams.
Yeah. And then some not breaking news, it happened 7 hours ago. The Indianapolis Colts have benched Anthony Richardson, which they should have because he is fucking horrible, dude. Has a lower completion percentage than Tim fucking Tebow. The dude took himself out of the game because he was tired. This motherfucker is 2 years old, or not 2 years old, 22 years old. Like, supposed to be paid millions of dollars to be a good, conditioned athlete. I could understand him taking himself out the game because he's like dehydrated or tired if this was week 1. It was week fucking 8, dude. And I know you've missed like what, 1 or 2 games, but you should be in fucking football shape.
And he's on pace to be worse than Jamarcus Russell, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he sucks. Like, he's only won 1 game where he's finished. The other 2 games that he's won, his backup has had to come in because he's gotten fucking hurt. This dude is a fucking bum. And the Colts need to look for a new quarterback in the draft. But for now, they're starting Joe motherfucking Flacco, who somehow, some way, always finds himself in a starting role. That being said, it's not going to fix anything. The Vikings are going to curb stop him. And if the Vikings don't, they're going to have to start making some changes to something because something's broken right now.
So I feel like the Vikings right now, it's their defensive backs. They are giving way too much big plays. Like after a bye week, like even like the Green Bay game, they just give up the big plays like to like receivers, like the big receivers. So I feel like that's a major thing they really need to fix on their defensive backcourt.
Yeah. So, I mean,
anybody who's not Harrison Smith needs to be looked at.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Vikings, like I said, they should fucking win this game, but if they don't, I would be worried.
Yeah, give me the Vikings. But that being said, I'm not as confident of the pick. Because I feel like Flacco still can't cook their ass.
Tampa Bay taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Tampa's just, they're a good team, but they can't compete against these great teams, dude. And the Kansas City Chiefs are favored by 9, which I think is a fair spread for them. Mayfield's without Chris Godwin. He's out without
Evans.
Mike Evans. Cade Otton did step up big time in that game against the Falcons, but they still lost.
Cade Otton and the running back's been stepping up.
Yeah, which, I mean, they have to, dude, with those two being out. But Sterling Shepard got hurt as well. So, I mean, Mayfield's down a lot of targets, and the Chiefs' defensive line going against Tampa Bay, creating that pressure with Mayfield, who already doesn't have good receivers now, and then having that pressure in his face just does not spell a Tampa Bay victory to me. And I don't even think it's going to be competitive.
I don't know. I feel
Don't
like it's Baker's.
Don't do it.
Baker's thing being competitive.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Bucks.
What the
you cannot count out Mayfield. You're not going to catch me fucking picking the Chiefs.
Never catch me in the next man's sweater. You know what song that's from?
No.
Your time is up, my time is now. John Cena. You don't know that?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
They recognize it.
Yeah. Looking at Week 10 schedule, Cincinnati and Baltimore on Thursday night. That might be the best Thursday night game of the year. Well, I don't know. That Tampa Bay Atlanta game was pretty fucking good. But you know what's next week?
God, Raiders are off. I have a bye week.
You
That's
know,
one
it's
week I don't feel like killing myself.
the primetime game for Sunday next week. Detroit and Houston. I already have a boner. That's gonna be fucking good.
Ooh.
God, Dallas's schedule sucks. We gotta play the
Oh, look at that!
Falcons.
Look at that matchup: Giants and a Panthers.
It's in Munich.
Oh, and Germany.
Yep. I hate football. I'm looking at the Cowboys schedule. We are so fucked, dude. Like I said, we'll probably win like 2 more games. Because we got to face Falcons, Eagles, Texans, Commanders. So we're about to have a 6-game lose streak. And then if we lose to the fucking Giants on Thanksgiving, Mike McCarthy will be fired. Jerry Jones will be like, I don't give a fuck if you're having to celebrate Thanksgiving with your family. You're fired.
Yeah, it looks like the Giants and Panthers are like should be your for sure wins.
And maybe week 18 against the Commanders if they're resting people for the playoffs.
Out of curiosity, what's the Raiders?
Bengals, Dolphins, Broncos, Chiefs, Buccaneers, Falcons, Jaguars, Saints, Chargers. So you guys definitely beat the Jaguars. Definitely beat the Dolphins. Might beat the Saints.
Yeah, it looks like 3 possible wins.
So that'd put you at 5-12.
5-12 and last in the division. Woohoo! God, why the fuck we did not draft a quarterback? Don't get me wrong, I love Bowers, but fuck.
The best thing is you guys are going to draft a real shit quarterback.
I mean, what's worse what we have now?
Shador Sanders.
Yeah. If we draft Shador Sanders, I might become a new Christmas ornament.
I can't believe I had to say 5 nice things about Aaron Rodgers.
You're welcome, Trevor.
But I don't think I'm going to tell that lesbian impregnation story just because I don't know who's listening. Well, then again, we are an hour and 15 minutes into this. I'll just make it short and sweet. Girl I was fucking around with a couple months ago. We stopped talking. Both got busy. It wasn't like anything big. It wasn't even a relationship. It was just in and out, you know.
Yeah.
She's in a relationship with a girl now. And she texted me this morning. This is what I woke up to. She goes, hey, got a weird question. And I was like, shoot. Can't be anything weirder than what I usually hear from most of my friends. And she goes, "Could you be willing to impregnate me?" And I was like, huh? And she goes, me and my girlfriend are trying to have a baby. You would sign your like parental rights away or whatever, you know? And I was like, yeah, dude, I don't know how I feel about having no one I'd have out there, you know, and wasn't involved in their life, you know, like not saying like there's anything with like gay people having kids, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like, why the fuck are you asking me? Why not go to a sperm bank? Which I was like, well, fuck, the world would be a better place if there was a lot more me's running around, but I would like to be raising those kids, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It was just, I get asked weird shit on the daily. This was up there. I was talking
That's
to
like
our friend.
borderline fucking Adam tier.
God, can you imagine if? Oh, never mind. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they were just trying to go the cheap route. Like, I don't know. Does it like cost? Well, I imagine it costs a shitload of money to get like inseminated or whatever to like mix the eggs and implant. I imagine that's an expensive process. So going the old fashioned way is probably way cheaper. But I don't know. Still, is just fucking weird. And then she asked me like, well, do you know anyone that would be willing to? I was like, most of my guy friends are already have kids or don't want any right now.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, but they would sign away their rights. I'm like, dude, you're just asking me a weird fucking question right now that I'm not going to ask any of my friends. But then again, I should have sent Adam her way. Just be like, you don't know what you're in for. What?
Fine, get him laid.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, it was
Like,
fucking weird.
No. She doesn't have a penis.
I'm debating if I'm even going to leave that in the show. But it was fucking weird, dude. I mean, I'm cool with, like I said, gay people trying to have kids. I think it's awesome, actually. Like, I got no problem with it. It's just a weird question to ask somebody.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Talk about breaking the fucking ice.
It basically just be like, if you asked me if you had a wife or something, like, Cody, will you get my wife pregnant? Like, it basically goes both ways. Like, if there's a straight couple, it'd be fucking weird too. I mean, there's people that do it, but I don't know. It's just not for me. Like, I don't know. I just couldn't like go through life being like, oh yeah, there is a mini me running around.
Yeah, it's like you said. There's sperm banks she can go to.
Yeah, I said, I think she was trying to go the cheap route.
Yeah, cheap and fucking weird route.
Yeah, or maybe there was like, Cody's a whore, he'll do it. Maybe I let him down.
I was like, damn, he does have standards.
I don't. I just have a weird out vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm debating if I'm going to leave that in the show or not. But anything else we want to talk about?
No.
All right. That's the podcast, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week. We got, how many more weeks are there? We're in week 9. So I have 8 more weeks of Mike McCarthy as my head coach and Ezekiel Elliott on my roster. January cannot come fast enough because I'm going to have a new coach and we're going to have a new. Bye, guys.